So, you catch me enjoying nature, enjoying the grass, loving the sound of nature. Brings me on to one big problem with this car when they designed it. Now this is a beautiful back end, I'm sure you'll agree with me. Two things, one of which is you can hear nature over the car, which is nice sometimes, but you know, you want to hear the exhaust. And the second problem is, these aren't even real exhaust tips. Come on, Peugeot. These are, I mean, barely even hanging on, to be fair. I didn't know that was loose. These are basically fake tips. I think they actually are metal, to be honest. Just scratching my tip. I think they are metal, but I mean, they wouldn't be plastic because they'd melt, wouldn't they? But yeah, they're fake tips. So obviously, when you remove this, you've got nothing underneath. So it's kind of like a push-up bra for your exhaust. So I'm going to show you the video of this car and how it sounds stock before it goes in for a backbox delete, hopefully with a quad exit, hopefully. So there is a centre res on this, and there is obviously a cat. The cat doesn't do a lot of noise, but the centre res does. I'm keeping the centre res because, to be honest with you, I'm kind of past the hooligan stage. I want a bit of noise, but I don't want the constant dread on the motorway because I might just cry a little bit. So these are coming off. I didn't realise they were hanging off, but they indeed are, so we now know. But these fake tips are coming off, and I'm going to show you what it is sounding like to do a backbox delete with a quad exit on an RCZ. So I'm going to jump up off the grass because I'm wet, and I've probably got ticks on me, and I'm going to let you guys hear how this sounds. So as you can hear, you can actually hear the noise of the birds and the insects over my exhaust, which is, well, rather embarrassing. So obviously that is being changed at the weekend. Just want to mention before we switch into that, this back window has been tinted today, or over 2 days in fact, because it's an absolute bummer to do. The back quarter panel and the back window has been tinted by Wrapped Up in Kingswood in Bristol. So if you've got an RCZ and you're finding people do not want to wrap / tint your rear window because it is a very interesting shape, then they are the guys to hit up. So I've gone for a limo on the side and on the back, and as we can see, they had to use, I think again it was 3 pieces of tint in order to tint the entire window. So it took them a while, but that was a good job. So that was £200 all in, so a little bit more than you'd normally pay for a tint on your normal windows, but for the amount of effort and time they have to put in to be able to tint this window with the shape it's at, I think it's very good value for money. So let's get this exhaust off. Good morning guys, and welcome to Black Country Performance Exhausts in Birmingham. As you can see, they're making work on the Peugeot as we currently go. So today we're here for the exhaust. I come here every time. You've probably seen it with every car I have, so a big shout out to them. And I'm going to run you through what we're doing today and what the outcome is. So let's get it done. So here we are, all done. And there's the finishing look. Looks decent. Look at that. So yeah, these are twin 4-inch. So it's not as loud as I was thinking, but that's good because when I'm cruising in this car, it's not going to be ridiculous, which is what I thought it was going to be if I took the centre box off. So we didn't go for the quad in the end. If I want the 4-inch tips, it was going to be too much of a hassle today to fit it in. There's just no space on this side to fit the 4-inch. So yeah, we've just got the single for now. We might do some more exhaust bits in the future. So here we are cruising at 70 miles an hour in the RCZ. Now the exhaust is very, very quiet. You might hear it slightly in the background, but I'm talking, you know, very quiet. You can hear the tyre noise way more than the exhaust. So just so you know, if you do a backbox delete on an RCZ like mine, the drivability on the motorway and long distance is going to be good, and you ain't going to get that horrible, annoying whine drivability and for comfort of driving, 100%, the Backbox Delete is definitely one to go for. So if you don't know, the RCZ is not very soundproofed compared to a more quality car. You can probably hear the road and my phone holder and all other things rattling and vibrating around me, but you can hear the exhaust. It's not overbearing at all. It's a nice sound. It's a low grunt. It's not raspy. It's not like, oh, my ears. It's all right, you know. And it's just that perfect upgrade for the car where, because these are so quiet, like it's like a leaf, you know, quiet as anything. So it's just enough to really open up, you know, that sound, and it's all right. So yeah, I'll just give it a little spank in a minute when the time's right, let you hear that at the revs. And again, like I said, it is quiet, man, but it's a nice sound and it's comfortable for everyday use.